tonight's session guest, TTSSFU. How are you doing?
I'm great.
Good.
Yeah.
I mean, first off, can we get to the bottom? Am I saying that right? TTSSFU, or is it TUSFU?
To me, it's always been TTSSFU, but
Same.
out of convenience, TUSFU is quite a nice one to roll off the tongue.
So it could be a bit of both, I guess.
Yeah,
It does help.
Really.
It does help saying it on the radio, to be honest.
But I feel like then people Google like TUS
Yeah.
and then FOO, so they're not going to find me.
That's exactly how I've written that down in my notes. So.
The trouble these days, you have to be Googleable.
Yeah.
That is it, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good workaround.
I mean, at least it's nothing else. It's not like another word.
Yeah, that's true. It's not like, for example, dry cleaning or some other great band, but yeah, also many
Adult
other things.
DVD.
Yeah. That's got to be on purpose though, right?
Viagra boys.
Yeah, it's another one. Lovely to have you here, and you brought your band with you. Everyone's looking very smart and dapper in their white shirts and black ties and black trousers. I'm loving this for radio. It's great. Would you like to introduce your band for us?
Yeah. We got Mikey on the bass.
Mm-hmm. Hello.
Also known as Kurd. We have Harrison on lead guitar.
Hello.
And then we have Matt Deacon drums.
Hi.
Legendary drummer, actually. Yeah.
Don't be silly.
Amazing. I mean, we'll soon find out.
Yeah.
Have you done much radio? Have you done much radio session live before?
No, never. So.
First time.
Yeah.
Very exciting. Very exciting. I mean, a big congrats on your EP, Blown. Been absolutely loving it on the show. How's the reaction to the EP been?
Good enough.
Yeah?
No, I'm joking. No, it's been great. And I'm really happy to have music online that I'm like very happy with when I listen to it back. So that's quite satisfying because it's quite annoying when I'd be like, oh yeah, do music, and then it'd be like stuff online that I'd be a bit like, oh, I didn't like the mix on that or whatever. Whereas this one I can look back and just be like, oh, this one's great, you know. So yeah, I'm happy. Chris Ryan did a good job.
Fantastic. I mean, speaking of sort of about, you know, production and being happy with how it sounds, we've spoken before about how you produce your own music, and I don't know, we had probably a conversation a couple of years ago about it, but how you did it through GarageBand. Are you still working through GarageBand to create these tracks?
Yeah, it's obviously there's been like a development because there's like another person involved, but it's like everything was taken from GarageBand, the stems and stuff, and then Chris kind of remixed them, and we did a few like reamping and stuff to make things more textural, because that's a classic issue if you're just trusting GarageBand presets for your guitar tone. It's not that great, but yeah, it was a really interesting experience. But yeah, GarageBand's the one. I think it's great. I don't like Logic at all, so I
think GarageBand is great.
Yeah.
It's very easy to use, but
everything's just there.
Yeah, it's meant.
Do you start out making music with an idea of how you want it to sound in your head, or do you just start off with an idea and see where that takes you?
I definitely will get really into an artist and then sort of think that they're like the best artist in the world and want to like do what they're doing and then try and do it. It always comes back to like John Mouse a lot of it.
Wow, okay. Yeah.
But then I try and like put my own twist on it. I don't want to just be him, you know.
Yeah, sure.
So I get really inspired by songs, and then I'll think, oh, I love that drum beat. How do I kind of get the texture of that song or something like that?
Yeah, or how do I, like, are you thinking about how to... That's so interesting that you said that, because I guess it's like if you're thinking about how to sound like yourself, but through the prism of how someone else is sounding.
Yeah, it took a few years to like find my own voice, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
There's definitely a few years where I was doing like a Halsey impression, believe it or not. And then, got really obsessed with the Velvet Underground, but that one never really worked, so... Yeah,
hard to recreate that on GarageBand, maybe.
Yeah, not with my vocal, I don't think.
I mean, the EP as well, we've got to talk about it being off the back of being signed by Partisan. Congrats.
Yeah.
Massive congrats. How has it changed from sort of being, you know, an independent artist to now being signed? Champagne and limousines, I presume.
Yeah. No, I think there was like an added pressure just because I got given an opportunity that a lot of people I know would really want. So it was just like, I can't just release anything I want anymore. I have to take it a bit more serious and like make sure that everybody knows that I'm not just taking it for granted, really.
Yeah.
At least that's what I've tried to do, and make sure I'm releasing stuff, like I said before, that I'm really proud of. So yeah, it was just like, I want people to understand that I know that I've been given a really good privilege, so make the most of it type thing. I'd say that's what changed.
Yeah, totally.
What about your fan base? Have you noticed that like that's kind of increasing, or the demographic is changing, or you're reaching more people now?
Keep getting people changing their profile pictures to my face.
Wow.
And
is
then
that a
liking my
compliment, or
stuff. Don't really like that one.
Is that like several people, or is that just one very prolific person who's
There's
a
about
huge
5
super fan? Oh, wow, okay.
One got blocked.
Okay, fair enough.
But yeah, no, that one's interesting.
Yeah.
Nothing too exciting yet, but I'm hoping on the tour maybe there'll be something, but yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. What's the plan for the tour? Are you looking forward to it? Have you got anything specific?
I think we'll be playing a song that's not released yet on the tour, so that's quite exciting because I really like that song.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, probably just have fun in Paris.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, what have you got in, you know, for tonight in the session? What can we expect from TTSSFU?
Some of the new songs and then some of the old songs, but I'm glad we're playing them live because we do them very different live. So yeah, I think it just sounds completely different. Like I Hope You Die and stuff like that. Just
Sorry?
Crazy different.
Oh, that's a song, right. I was going to say.
Slip that one in. But yeah, it's quite heavy live. It's more like a metal track.
Nice.
I mean, should we hear? Should we hear some?
Let's do it.
Exciting. Let's get into it.
It's New Music Fix Daily. We have TTSSFU live in session, getting ready for part 2. But just wanted to say we were all marvelling at your voice. I mean, people listening at home, but also us next door, just phenomenal. And you were saying that's your first time ever doing a vocal warm-up before singing. Talk us through that, please.
Yeah, normally the vocal warm-up is drinking beer. And I've been advised not to do it anymore. But yeah, especially when I'm screaming and stuff, it's like you shouldn't do that. But
hang on, the big label steps in and now they're telling you can't drink beer before you perform live. Seems a bit much.
No. No, it's just there's been a few mishaps. When I was touring with Mannequin P.
Nice.
I know.
Nicely done.
There was one where I was like on the so yeah, it went good.
So what's the vocal warm-up that you were doing before you
I found it on YouTube. It's 5-minute vocal warm-up.
Is it the one where we are starting with a hum?
Yeah.
Classic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that one.
It's good. I seen Hannah Jadagu using that when we did a show with her, so she sings really good, so I thought that was probably the one.
Yeah, clearly it paid off.
Amazing. I mean, you've spoken about a couple of your inspirations before, but vocally your voice is sounding incredible, and you know, sort of Ellie from Wolf Alice in a way. Is there like anyone who does inspire you vocally?
I mean, Missy from Mannequin P. I'd say Ellie when I was young.
Yeah.
It was probably like the first, like, obviously I'd heard like a lot of shoegaze music and stuff, but it was like the first band I'd heard do that in like more mainstream music that was like more accessible. So I'd say they was definitely like my favourite band for a while. And yeah, when I saw them live, I was like, she's the coolest person ever. So yeah, I'd say that definitely did have a big impact on me. But then there's always like random people who I like forget that had like a massive impact on me, like Soko. She was like main influence for a long time. I don't know who else.
That was a good list.
Yeah.
That was a very good list.
How did you discover you could sing? How did you discover your voice?
I used to be really terrible, but I think what helped me get better at singing was I listened to Grimes a lot, and I just would try and sing like her all the time, and like Coffee, because she sings quite weird. So, and with like the effects and reverb, that's where that came from. I never really wanted to be a shoegaze artist, but like I just liked her vocal style, so then it kind of ended up being that. And then Ultraviolence by Lana Del Rey, I'd just sing that all the time.
Yeah.
So that helped.
Yeah.
I think that was the way.
I feel like we had another artist in session who learned to sing by singing along with Lana Del Rey. That seems to be a running theme. I guess I dreamt that.
I'm gonna have to do it myself.
Yeah.
What I find amazing is that you always seem to be at the gigs. You're always out and about and getting stuck in. You take pictures, right, of bands. Are there any bands that you're buzzing about currently in the scene?
There's this really good band called Horses Beware, but you don't see them about much. Right. It's like, I don't know, you'd be lucky if you got to see them. They're a crazy band.
Okay.
Who else? Airbed?
Airbed.
Airbed.
Yeah.
We should be writing this down, Deb.
Another ungoogleable
Magnum
name.
Opus. Yeah, they're rocking. Pincher.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Love a bit
They're
of Pincher.
always amazing live as well.
they're cool.
Sam's a amazing frontman, so yeah, he's great. Trying to think of other people. There was this band called Open Fly I saw, and they was playing at a No Band as an Island gig, and they was amazing. Like, they kind of reminded me of like Sonic Youth.
Nice.
And yeah, it was just awesome. Really cool band.
Sick.
Yeah.
I mean, before you go into the track, can we talk about Forever quickly?
Yeah.
We featured it when you were Breaking Artist, and we loved it. What inspired that song?
My friend Holly, she's my best friend, and friendship in general, but I was just sort of thinking about how weird we was in high school, and how like we sort of only had each other, so it's like us against the world type thing. And at the time I was trying to write like a happy pop song because I wanted something on the EP to be successful, so she makes me really happy, so it's yeah.
Amazing. Well, let's get into it, shall we?
Yeah.
Wicked.